Well, I thank you for coming on, but please, I want the team to come as well. Right. Because everybody has their own specific story, and we want to get everyone. Like when I was asked how many people you want, I was like, oh, I'll do 3 at a time on camera, but hey, whatever you want. Yeah. Because what it is I don't believe in, this is your idea, okay, I just want to talk to you. You have a lot of creative minds behind this, and I think they all deserve camera time. So please let them know we want them all. I want H, I want DJ, I want Madoff, I want all of them. And the reason why I'm calling them that, because I don't know the name of the characters on the new show. They did say it. They did say it on another interview, but me, I don't watch interviews to take what other people say. I like to ask my own questions. So I hope you've seen that.
Absolutely.
And we wanted to be authentic. But this is a hip hop thing, and we're gonna bring some hip hop into this, but first, give everybody your social media so they can follow you and the web series.
Yeah, if you on Facebook, I'm S. Lane on Facebook. On Instagram, I'm S the Boss. We got the Loyalty and Betrayal on Instagram.
Right on now, YouTube.
Yeah, right now we on YouTube. We got the trail on YouTube. Check it out on YouTube. All of the characters, you can find them. If you go on my page, you'll be able to find all the characters, man. But we out here. Loyalty and Betrayal, we all over. You'll find us. Just hop on.
And show out. Because anything from Jersey we support, especially heritage hip hop. We're not about beef, we're not about dissing.
Right.
Unless you piss us off. And we're all about respect. Right. So we want y'all to genuinely win, because not only do you represent Jersey, you represent a different side of our culture that needs to be told.
Right.
And we thank you for that. Now let's go to have some fun. Now I'm going to ask you some of my rapid fire questions, which are not yes no questions. They're questions that I ask based on you and your interview. I don't care what your favorite food is, or what your favorite color is, or how you feel about love and hip hop. That shit is irrelevant.
Right.
I want to ask you about you and your craft.
Okay.
So if you don't mind, let's go.
Let's go.
Who's the most influential artist in music and in Hollywood that has affected your life?
Music and Hollywood, two separate things.
Two separate things.
Okay.
Because you said you rap before, and let's hit them both.
Music. My favorite rapper was always Rakim.
Okay. How did he affect your life?
Not like you said, knowledge of self, man.
Okay.
Like if you sit down and you listen to a Rakim album, it's like he was way ahead of everybody else. So he was like younger. He was like my favorite rapper.
Okay.
Now I'm just inspired by Jay-Z, and not only because of his music, because of everything that he's doing outside of music. He just has me inspired.
Okay. So, Hollywood game.
Hollywood, it was always Denzel.
Okay.
Always, man. And I think the reason is Denzel, he could do it so many different ways, man. He plays so many different characters, whether it's a good guy, bad guy, emotional, like he's always been my biggest inspiration, Hollywood.
Okay. That's funny that you said that, because they had an article about Rakim and Jay-Z being the same age, and look at where they're at. Which is funny to me, because Rakim never attacked the game on a business level. He wanted to be an artist only. And Jay-Z took the door to being an artist to being an entrepreneur, humanitarian.
Right.
And that's very big, because in our culture, the killer or the drug dealer, or now the drug user, has a higher spot on the board than the entrepreneur, social humanitarian, which is very sad. And understanding that, what are you taking from their legacy to make your legacy pronounced?
Again, like you said, Rakim, I think, Rakim he loved what he did so much. And it was like pure with him. Like he was actually getting on a mic and talking to us, man. Like I said, you listen to a Rakim song, a Rakim album, you have to sit and think. Like, yo, what did he just say? Like, rewind that, play that back. Like, Rakim was deep, and it's like I compare it to a kid that's in a park playing basketball every day, that genuinely just love basketball. He don't care about going to the NBA. He don't care about none of that. He just love basketball. And it's different now, because like you said with Jay-Z, he learned how to take that and become a self-made millionaire, which is also genius. So, I mean, I try to take both of them and put them in one. You know what I mean by that is, Rakim, it was pure, it was just because he loved what he was doing, and Jay-Z, from a business mind, was, you know what, I love it too, but I could take it from here and go here with it. So with me, it's a mixture of both.
So the Watcher must have been the shit to you.
Yeah.
All right. I feel that. So then, here's another question: Hollywood and hip hop. What album and what movie personify your life?
Reasonable Doubt.
Okay.
Reasonable Doubt.
Okay. Why would Reasonable Doubt personify your life?
I feel like when Jay did Reasonable Doubt, he was a rookie in the game, but he wasn't really a rookie. Like, people knew of him. It was just we as the people didn't know of him, but it was people in the game that knew of Jay-Z. It was people in the game that had records out that respected Jay-Z from what Jay-Z had already done. So when Jay-Z dropped Reasonable Doubt, that album was ahead of time, actually. You know, and that was 96. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Reasonable Doubt, it just kind of like, it touched home. It was and Ready to Die.
Okay.
You know, because that was like a different, Biggie was different as well. But Reasonable Doubt, for those reasons, I felt like Jay-Z was a rookie to some people, but a veteran to people that was already in the game.
So what movie personifies your life?
Movie. My life right now?
Period. You pick.
I love Paid in Full. Okay. And the reason I like Paid in Full, not because Money Mitch was getting money and Alpo was getting this and blah blah blah. When you look at the ending of Paid in Full, when we found out that A stashed them diamonds, and now A could live his life. You know, all the stuff that A went through to get to that point. His man died, his other man is in jail, A still standing. A was smart enough to take something away from that game. And now standing on his own 2 feet. Okay.
So usually when I ask these questions, it goes into appreciation of the art. So I'm gonna have to ask you certain questions a certain way. Being out that you're writing, what movie or TV show did you see that you feel you could write for or do better?
I want to say there's all these web series that's out. Money and Violence.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Respect Life.
That was a good one.
It wasn't really a movie that made me say, oh, you know what, I think I could do. When I saw Money and Violence, it was different. That was like the first time I saw a web series. So when I watched this and I'm like, this is dope. You know what I mean? Like, this is dope. And it's something that I could do. It's something that I could relate to. Same thing with Respect Life. Even Mayhem. Mayhem inspired me.
Another dope one.
Yeah, so you know, it wasn't even Hollywood movies.
Okay, so Hollywood didn't touch you. It was the storytelling that touched you.
Hollywood didn't touch me to say, and again, this goes back to, I'm a hip hop artist, so I've always wrote, and when you do songs and you write rhyme, a lot of times it's a story that you write. So I've been writing stories in my raps.
Mm-hmm.
It's just now you bring it to life on the camera.
So let's go back to music. What is the beat? What's the perfect beat? Meaning the artist never came out with it and you would have been on it first.
Check out my melody.
Okay. You gonna keep it Rakim?
Yeah. I mean, because Rakim was like, he was the reason why I wrote.
Okay. So Rakim is God to you for hip hop.
That's the God, man.
Okay.
If you don't know Rakim, it's like,
yeah, you lost.
Yeah. Seriously.
So then, what movie do you think you could have acted in and killed the role?
I feel like I could have acted in every movie. Like, that's just how I feel right now. I feel like I could have been in every movie, but I would have loved to have been in Boys in the Hood.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 5 movies, and you tell me what character you would have killed. Boys in the Hood. Who would have been you in that movie that you would have made that next level?
The next level?
Yeah.
It's funny, but I actually would have wanted to play Trey.
Okay, that's range.
I really, yeah, like
you living a college kid, huh?
Yep, I would have actually wanted to play that because that's out the box for me.
Okay, so that's one. How about in John Q?
John Q. I would have loved to have played Denzel part.
That's the most powerful part. I think that's his best role ever.
Yeah.
To me, that and Glory, he killed those.
I mean, yeah, because Training Day, he
did his thing.
Yeah.
Malcolm X, he did his thing.
Malcolm X, he did his thing.
What's the Mighty Quinn, he did his thing.
He did his thing and all my
Devil in the Blue Dress.
Man.
There's one where a force was going into people. I can't think of the name.
A force was going
into other people, and it's like, you the killer next week, you the killer. And he was chasing that.
He was in a lot of different.
I'm not a movie head.
But John Q, yeah, I would have loved that played.
Okay. Movie number 3, Star Wars. You talking about range? Let's go out.
Spock.
That's Star Trek, man. All right, so Star Trek. Okay, you want to be Spock.
Spock.
You want to split the fingers. Okay. You want to be the logical hitman.
Yeah.
That's what he was. He would kill people with one touch.
Yep.
Squeeze their neck and he pass out.
That's it.
All right.
Go about my business.
Okay, so we did Star Trek. Okay. Into the Dragon.
I don't want to be. Wait, that's Bruce Lee, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See, Bruce was.
Yeah, because I mean, you talking range. We writing karate flicks now.
Yeah, Bruce was.
That's too big for you?
What was that? Was Chuck Norris in that one?
Yeah. No. Into the Dragons with Black Belt Jones. They was on the island, and the dude had the claw for a hand.
Yeah, that's who I want to be. The guy.
The villain.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Last movie, and we're gonna flip it and do something a little crazy. Black Panther. Which is a little action, a little royalty, social consciousness. Who would you want to be? And if you say M'Baku or walking out?
I think I like Michael.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. role. I like his role in that.
So then, that begs the question: is it more fun to be the villain, or is it good to be the hero?
More fun?
Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely more fun to be the villain. I mean, it's definitely more fun. I mean, I guess it depends on what the situation is.
Okay.
You know, because like I said, I would love to play Trey.
Okay. Experience.
Yeah.
So here I beg the question: with DC Comics, I'm a comic book fan. Their movies fail because they fail to hit emotional strings. How do you ensure that your vision isn't a failure, that it hits the hearts, the minds, and the essence of the people that watch? How do you ensure that?
Because when I put things together, I don't put things together for just these guys that's across the street. I try to put things together for this circle, that circle, everybody. I want everybody to be touched by something in the web series. I don't want it to just be, this is just for the black people, so to speak.
Yeah.
I want everybody to be able to put it on and say, you know what, yeah, let's watch this.
Okay.
So, you know, and I'm real passionate about it, man. I'm not, you know, this is not something that I'm doing just to do it. I'm real passionate. I'm putting a lot of effort. I'm putting everything into it. And that's what everything that I do. So, you know, that's what you're going to get from me. You're going to get my best.
Last 3 questions. First question. I'm giving you a $250 billion budget. Mm-hmm. What are you creating?
A masterpiece.
Well, what is it? What genre is it? Like, what are you trying to get to?
You know what? With $250 billion.
Well, that's what Star Wars is, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about a Star Wars budget. What type of movie are you creating? What genre are you going to? And what type of story would you want to tell?
The story that I want to tell is the story that I'm telling now about real life experiences. But what I'm dealing with now is my budget.
Yeah.
So when you talk about a $250 billion budget,
I'm talking about you Hollywood.
Now we're talking about really showing what's going on in this world. Mm-hmm. You know, if I got that type of free range, yeah, now we can open up the doors for everything that's going on. I'm limited right now.
So what story do you want to tell with that budget? Like what you say what's going on in the world. Mm-hmm. What story in the world do you want to tell? Because the world is full of billions and trillions of stories.
Well, you know what? I touch on what I know.
Okay.
And it's a lot of things that's going on that I don't know. But I do know things like crooked cops, crooked politicians, child molesters, all that stuff that goes on that I know about is what I could bring to the screen right now.
Okay. Second to last question. Where does Hollywood fail that the web series wins and is successful?
It's more authentic. It's more down to earth. It's more people can relate to it more. Like when you do something, when you take a show like, for example, I love Power. Power is probably my favorite show right now. But there's a lot of things that's exaggerated in Power. Whereas though when you get to these web series, the type of stuff that go on these web series is really going on every day out here. Every day. So I think that's where they fell at, being more authentic.
Okay.
Everything is a little bit too scripted.
So authenticity is what Hollywood fails because they're looking for the big budget instead of the emotion of the movie. I think that's why people love Avengers so much, because it's supposed to be an emotional superhero flick. Right. And I think, like I said, emotional depth is what takes people to the next level, rather than just telling the story. Mm-hmm. So here's my final question to this great interview, and I hope everybody loved it, and if you didn't, too bad, I did it anyway. Here's the question. You are a creator. You are a storyteller. You are a visionary. You are a man first, though, and you have a life that you lived. So being that now you are cemented in life, not just as a person who lived and died, you're on camera, you're a writer, you have done things that are very spoken for in our culture and in world history.
Right.
2,000 years from now, you're not going to walk this planet, though. In the 2,000 years, when somebody comes across your work, they're going to be inspired. What is the legacy of your work, and how is that going to make the world better because you did it?
I think people should look deeper into me, so to speak, what I do. I'm in tune with the youth a lot. And part of me writing and getting on the camera and all that stuff is to show them you could do whatever you want to do. If you feel like you want to be an actor, or you feel like you want to shoot a video, grab a camera, shoot it. No, like right now, everything I do pertains to the youth. I have a youth Pop Warner football team in Elizabeth. Dope. I have an AAU travel team with boys in Elizabeth. So I'm around the youth all the time, and I try to be as regular and real as I can be with them, because that's the problem right now. From generation to generation, we getting lost. They don't have nothing to look forward to. They're not inspired by anything. So us as young men in these hoods that these younger people are looking up to, we got to give them a reason to be inspired. We can't just go to them and say, listen, I want you to stop selling drugs and gang banging and blah, 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 because they're going to say, okay, so what you got for me?
Right.
You got to have something for them. You got to be able to sit them down. Yeah, I've been through this and I did, but now I'm doing this. So if you ever felt like you wanted to be a rapper, you wanted to be an actor, I'm living proof that you could grab a camera and record your own thing. I'm living proof that you could go to a studio and record your song, whatever you want to do. And this is why with my traveling team, I take them from state to state, so they could see something outside of where they live at, the projects that they wake up to every day. This is why I do this stuff. So I want people to get inspired by that. You know, I'm not doing this. I'm not making a dime off of this. Nobody sat me down yet and gave me a $250 billion budget. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah, so, you know, that's, hey, when we get there, hey, that's great. It's an accomplishment.
Yes.
But I just want people to know that, you know, I had a vision, and it's not even a dream, it's a vision. And I just followed my vision.
All right, everybody, so you just got the law, which is the truth as he sees it, and he's going to live his truth. So everybody out there, thank you for watching Heritage Hip Hop. Thank you for sharing this with us.
Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, of course. We'd like to say peace.
Absolutely.
And we out.
I'm worried about Symphony, yo.
What you worried for?
Cause she not being herself. Like,
What you mean?
like she acting real different. Like, she not taking that death easy
She
at all.
gonna be alright.
What you mean she gonna be alright? Like,
Bruh, she gonna be alright. Like, this life, that's what come with it. Like, death come with life.
but picture us losing both our parents. Like,
I mean, I understand.
I'm getting every fucking body, bro. We go, we tearing shit up. Ain't nothing to talk about.
Nigga, who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you,
Don't worry about
nigga?
who the fuck I am. Fuck you,
You ain't
nigga.
got...
Shot parents died, man. I'm really on edge, man.
I'm down with whatever. That's all people do.
kill.
Them fucking windows down. Roll them fucking windows down.
Niggas go to college to be positive, nigga. We drug dealers. You get what I'm talking about? We the scum of the earth.
Hey, you remember me? Nah, really?
Yo, Slick.
Man, you know what it is, man. You act like you new to this shit, man.
Hey, baby.
Fucking bitch ass nigga.
Hey, where the money at? I talked to bro.
Yo, this shit my fault. What you doing?
One thing I fucking hate is lying. Thank you, Mystic.
The old heads used to tell me that blood was thicker than water. I'm out here with my day one niggas pitching them quarters. I ain't a tough guy, just a boss giving them orders. A local businessman with dope fiends as supporters, trying to find an easy way out inside a hard struggle. My city broken.